Yeah, I know. So do you know what you're doing? Like, yeah. Well, right now I edit mostly financial stories. We deal a lot with the stock markets, but we get some feature things too. So I edit and then I edit some more and then I keep editing.
Well, I come in and I work on the Metro desk. So that means that I copy edit stories that have a wide range. It could be courts, crime, features, profiles, basically a huge thing. And then the metropolitan section as well, so you throw in like dining reviews, theater reviews, like basically anything you can think of.
So I come in and I generally edit about, like 2 to 3 stories a day, depending. Sometimes I'll do just one if it's a really long story. It has a lot of photos and things. But I generally edit a couple stories, and then my boss, the slide edits behind me. Sometimes a slideshow, sometimes some other things I help out with. Sometimes great.
Well, when we usually work on the stories that are going to be on the paper the next day, but we also have a lot of blogs and columns that we worked on. So normally I would edit some of the financial stories, some of the shorter ones, but also like longer features, sometimes maybe about small businesses, or like lately I have been editing about the pharmaceutical industry.
It's fantastic. I love it. I want to stay. I want to stay in the industry 100%, but it's been amazing, and I don't think I'm prepared for it. I didn't know what it was, what to expect going in, but it's been amazing.
I've gotten to work with some really, really great people who have also been really nice and really supportive. So that was a nice thing to encounter going in.
It's been really great. I especially love working on Foreign National just because the stories are always so interesting and there are things that you hear about all the time and you're like, wow, I actually have a part in editing this really big story. So that's exciting, and it just keeps it interesting because you're not editing boring material. So.
It has been really great. It's a lot of fun and it's interesting but challenging at the same time. I'm learning a lot. There are just great people that are able to always explain something, especially about markets, or like, especially at the beginning it was kind of tricky, but now it's, it has been just a very like fulfilling experience.
The one thing that I did not expect to be helpful, honestly, going in was the map memorization. I just thought, I'll pull it up online if I need to, but then I do a lot of stories from Canada, and we had to memorize the Canada map, so I knew that, where certain regions were, so they were talking about northern Canada, and I thought, wait, that's not northern Canada, I don't think, so who knew?
I think the one thing I took away from that was just knowing what you don't know, like knowing what questions you have to ask, like knowing what to ask the reporter, knowing what to look up, knowing what you're not sure of. And at the same time, like all of the books we got, the visual dictionary came in handy at one point. I had to look up for a story whether a vessel was a boat or a ship, and it actually came in handy.
I think the spelling tests actually helped, or at least like showed me what words I really don't know, which I don't consider myself like the best speller in the world, so I think those tests really helped and helped me identify which words I need to look up every time.
I end up applying a lot of them. A lot of them have to do with geography and just looking up some certain things that I thought I knew what they meant, but I just rather double check, and that actually save the stories a lot of times. But actually one of the best things that he told us was just to keep the notebook and write everything down. So, and that was something that was pointed out to me later. It's like, I'm not asking the same question twice. So, especially the ones about the system CCI, so that was just very helpful.